just post the content, just create the content, be consistent. So raise your hand if you have ever felt like being a creator is exhausting, having to constantly think about what to create, plan the content, record the content, edit the content, optimize content, stay on trends, respond to comments so that your engagement doesn't drop. Like, it's a lot. Let me know if you feel the same, like you're on this never-ending hamster wheel of content creation, because I have been there and I have been able to leap off of it and create a sustainable low-lived creator business. Before we get into that, what's up guys, it's your girl Brianna, and I help creators and lifestyle brands diversify their income and their traffic so they're not a slave to only one algorithm and they can actually log off and enjoy life offline. Because I'm a firm believer in that you should be able to log off and you should be able to take breaks from content creation, and you shouldn't be penalized. Like, your income shouldn't drop drastically and your engagement shouldn't drop drastically, and you shouldn't feel bad for taking breaks. It's normal to want to take breaks. In fact, last year I took off 6 months out of the year and my blog still earned over $50,000 just in ad revenue. That's not including affiliate revenue, which I do earn a really good amount in. That's not including my digital product sale. That's not including sponsorships. That does not include services. Only includes the ad revenue from one source. So being able to diversify my income and diversify my traffic allowed me to only work half of the year. You know, I still made very good money. So I tell you this not to brag, but to prove to you that you can make money without having to post every single day on social media platform. You don't have to be a slave to Instagram or TikTok or all of those things. So I am starting a series called the Create a Sustainable Creator Business. This series, we are covering the nitty-gritty of it all. We are covering my tips, my strategies, my tools, my systems, even why you feel the way you feel and how to fix it. So in this episode, we're talking about the creator burnout, why you're feeling it, and how to fix the burnout. Before we get into how to fix it, let's talk about what we're even fixing, okay? And that is the creator burnout. So why are you experiencing a creator burnout? And the first reason why you're probably experiencing creator burnout is because you were not meant to be on all the time. You were not meant to be performative all the time. I've been a creator for a very long time. I was a creator when Instagram wasn't even popular like that, right? TikTok was non-existent. And I am a firm believer in you're not meant to have to churn out content. Like, you're meant to be able to relax. We're not meant to constantly be on social media. We're not meant to constantly be on our phones. So you may be feeling burnt out because you're just always online, whether that is creating content, whether that is consuming content, you're just always on. But then not only that, you're having to keep your engagement up, respond to comments, respond to other people's videos so that, you know, you don't just seem like you're only on there for you. It's a lot. So that's one reason why you may be feeling burnt out, is because you're having to constantly do the things, right? Another reason why you may be feeling burnt out is because you get into the comparison trap. And this is something that was really big for me. I noticed when I am constantly on Instagram, I don't get Instagram that much these days, but I noticed that when I got on Instagram a lot, I had like such bad mental health. I was constantly comparing myself to others. Oh, their house is so much better looking than mine. Or, oh, their life seems so much more perfect. I'm making $1 million a month. I was constantly comparing myself, and it was just really affecting my mental health. So that may be another reason why you're feeling burnt out, because you're comparing yourself to other people's life. Like, whether that's their content, their content is so much more engagement, their content is so much better than mine, editing is perfect. Whether you're comparing your content, whether you're comparing your life, the comparison trap is real. And the more content that you consume, the more that you may feel like you're comparing yourself to others, even if it's unintentional. And you know that you compare yourself to other people's lives, like, you know that, but it's easier said than done. Another reason why you may be feeling the burnout is just algorithm is always changing, right? Instagram is always changing. I cannot keep up. All these platforms are constantly changing. It's hard to keep up. And one minute you could be getting thousands of views on your reels, and the next minute you're getting like 5. And if you're getting like 5 views on a reel, then your sponsorships may drop, your affiliate income may drop. Everything can drop if there is a social media algorithm change. So another reason why I'm feeling burnt out. I felt burnt out a lot, especially because I was posting all this content consistently, and it just felt like one video did really, really well, then algorithm changed, and now it's like, Well, Instagram is not prioritizing follows. So even though if people follow you, they're not seeing your content, which means that your content is seeing a drop in views. So it was really annoying to have all these algorithm changes, and it was really affecting my mental health. Now, people who follow you, they don't even see your content like that. They see your content less. It used to be if you followed this person, you pretty much saw whatever they posted. Where now it's like if you follow this person, you may only see like 10% of what they post. Now you're seeing people you don't follow because they have content that is more engaging, or the editing is more eye-catching, or they have more comments and engagement, and people are doing clickbait content. So you're seeing that more because it has more engagement. So algorithm changes can really affect as a creator, and could be another reason why you're experiencing burnout. And then another one is not having a safety net. For me, if you're only relying on brand partnerships, then you feel like you have to constantly be on the content creator wheel. And before 2019 to be exact, I made a good chunk of change from partnerships, and that was where most of my money came from. So I was creating content because I was trying to keep up with the partnerships. In order to get sponsorships, you do have to be consistent, right? You have to see like, oh, you show up for your audience, you create great content, stuff of that nature. Well, in 2020, right when the pandemic happened, a lot of brands pulled out of their contracts because it was the pandemic. Nobody knew what was going on. So I saw a huge drop in my sponsorship money. And that was like, okay, I need to make sure I'm diversifying my income to where I'm not only relying on sponsorships and partnerships. And that could be a reason why you're experiencing burnout as well, because you feel like in order for me to make money with sponsorships, I have to constantly post content. Even though I am exhausted, even though I'm tired, I have to keep posting content because I don't want to be broke as well. So that could be another reason why. It's because you haven't diversified your income, which leads me also into another reason why you have burnout is because of lack of systems. You don't have systems in place to where you're not having to constantly reinvent the wheel. If you are having to create content from scratch, if you don't have systems in place to where things are automated, and right now with AI, there's no reason why a lot of your content and a lot of your things cannot be automated. So if you are doing everything from step one, from the beginning, fresh, like you don't have anything automated, no systems, no templates, nothing in place, then that is another reason why you could be experiencing burnouts, because you have lack of systems and strategies. And the thing is, it's not your fault you burnt out. You are not meant to be on all the time. You are not meant to constantly have your brain talking about, is this content? Can this be content? I gotta create content. You're not meant to do those things. 90% of creators experience burnout. So it's not your fault if you are experiencing burnout. And then these social media platforms, they have some of the smartest people in the world working for them because they want to keep you on these platforms. The longer you're on these platforms, the more content that you create, the more money they make from ads. So they want you to stay on the platform. They do things to make you stay addicted to social media so that they can make more money, even though it's affecting your mental health. So it is not your fault if you have creator burnout. They have literally created social media platforms to where you feel like you have to constantly create content or you're penalized, but you can fix creator burnout. You can fix it by having a sustainable, low-lived business, by having systems in place, by having a evergreen strategy in place, by diversifying your income so that you're not tied to one source. So in my next video in this series, I am sharing my own personal evergreen approach to how I have been able to create a sustainable, low-lived business, especially as a mom to a little baby, have a business, career, a life, like all of these things. I'm sharing with you behind the scenes how I have been able to make money without having to post all the time or be chained to the hamster wheel of content creation. Go ahead and stay tuned for the next episode of this series. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.